Guys, I'm going to start off by talking about vision, right? Vision. You know, nothing that you do will have any power unless you have vision behind it. Vision is where you're going. You know, I have a wall, a vision board. Maybe you've heard many leaders speak about it. I don't know if you have one. Do you know where you're going? You know, I've got a painting back here of New York City, right? And I'll tell you the crazy story. When I lived in my old house where Wendy met me, in my office, I had an office on the second floor. I had a picture of Miami, of downtown Miami. Guess where I live today, 2 years later? I live in a very upscale, luxurious condo in downtown Miami, right? And I don't say that to boast. I say that to say that vision carries you. See, when you're going through tough times, you got to know where you're going. When you take an L in trading, you got to know where you're going. You got to envision that 6-figure, 7-figure account. When somebody says no to you or somebody quits and they said that they were going to take over the world with you, is your vision greater than their vision? You see, there's a principle that I want you guys to understand real quick. If you go outside tomorrow and you have great, beautiful weather, the sun is shining, it's an amazing day. But all you need to do is get your finger and cover your eyes, and it'll block the sun. The sun, as big as it is, can be blocked by a finger in front of your face. And so many times, our circumstances come in to block the vision. That person said no, it blocks the vision. You lose a trade, it blocks the vision. You blow another account, it blocks the vision. Your parents, your family, the negativity, your job lays you off. See, these are all things that block the vision. Your vision needs to be bigger. You always need to be in a perspective of, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a Chairman 10. Steve Max, but I'm barely P150. I don't care. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Chairman 10. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a 6-figure trader, that I'm a 7-figure trader. But Steve Max, I keep losing. I didn't ask you what your circumstances were. I want you to be grateful for what's coming. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a Chairman 10. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a 6-figure trader. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a 7-figure trader. And if you don't believe that, you need to go live and listen to Mr. Bob Proctor. Guys, you know what? Some days I just know that I need that self-development. I need that positive mental attitude. I turn on Go Live and I listen to Bob Proctor, and it just rewires my emotional state, right? So let's talk about a couple of things, because believe it or not, that's not what I came here to talk about, though I do want to say one more thing about vision. Vision is something that every person here needs to constantly cast. It needs to start from Wendy, right? So Wendy needs to always be casting vision. But guess what? Every P150 here needs to cast vision. Every P600 here needs to cast vision. In fact, if you're brand new, but you want to invite somebody to this opportunity, what kind of vision are you casting? Hey, listen, this is our way to financial freedom. That's vision. We're going to have a massive team. That's vision. Listen, we're going to impact people all over the world. That's vision. Check this out. I've had this for close to 10 years. What is this? This is just a globe, about 6 years. I had this when I was full-time working in my nonprofit ministry, but I just knew that I was called to travel the world. I had to get out of there. I wasn't made to be locked and confined at a job. I had the vision before even the opportunity came. Do you understand me? The people that are going to come into your business and take you to chairman, they're going to come when you least expect it. You're looking for them everywhere, but then they just come, because that's the way God works. That's the way the universe works. And so you need to always cast vision. You know, when you talk to new people, when you do trainings like this, don't talk about today. Help and figure out what may be going wrong, but always talk about tomorrow. Always talk about the future. Always talk about where you're going. See, nobody's going to follow you to where you're at today. There's nowhere to go, but people will follow you to where you're going. You understand? This is the reason that some people rank advance. Have you ever noticed, and those of you that have been around a while, somebody rank advances and you notice that they stop growing? You know why? Because they were leading people to somewhere, and then they got there. And then it's like, well, what do we do now? You have to always be going to that next level. You need to always be growing. You need to always be leading people to that next level. Whether you're a P150, P600, P1000, no matter what level you're at, if you want people to follow you, you need to cast vision express where you're going, help people have hope. Listen, the Bible says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. But do you know what? I'm going to give you guys some sauce. You guys ready for the sauce? This isn't, guys, I'm not even talking about business yet. You guys with me? I'm helping you open your mind. This is a mindset training if you want to build your business. But even if you just want to trade, I think this is going to help you. You guys want to know what the cure to depression is? I've already figured this out. I'm talking some deep stuff. You know what the cure to depression is? It's hope. It's impossible to be depressed and have hope at the same time. Hope. You need to cast vision, give people hope. They're broke. Talk about that this is going to set them free. Trading is hard, yes, but when you master the charts, you're going to be financially free. Somebody quit. It doesn't matter because we're going to be a chairman organization. You understand? It's how you look at things. You got to cast vision, right? So let's dive into what we want to talk about today. Number one, let's talk about belief. Very important for you guys to have belief. Listen, when you got started here, something inside of you said, I believe. I believe that paying my $235 or my $325 is going to get me to that next level. I believe Wendy Rodriguez, or one of the key leaders that I spoke to before I started, is going to help me get to that next level. You believed it. And the second that you paid for your subscription, the enemy, which is doubt, began to fight you. Insecurity began to fight you. I was on a call today with a trader that we have in Spain, and she started to tell me, listen to this, we're talking, and when we're talking about inviting, she starts saying, you just don't understand. I'm very bad at selling. I couldn't sell water to a person in the desert. She starts saying this. I'm just listening to her. I'm listening to all the negative self-talk she has, all the unbelief she has. I didn't even attack it. I'm just listening. We start talking about other things. Then she starts talking about trading. Then she starts saying, oh, it's just that the first time I saw it was so complicated, but I'm going to give it a try, but I'm just not good at math. And then I had to stop her because it was like, hey, I just want to talk to you. I've heard you talk about certain things. You sound like a person of faith. I said, but you keep talking to me about what you're not good at. You keep talking to me about what you're bad at and what you don't believe. I said, can I just tell you something? I was like, I want you to believe a little bit more in yourself. I want you to just, if you're going to really do this, you're going to have to believe that you can do it. If you're a person of faith, you have to walk in faith and believe that you're here for a reason and a purpose, right? You got to believe. And so when you started, you believed. That's why you paid. If you did not believe, you wouldn't have paid for your subscription, right? Just being real. Either you believed in the leader that started you, or you believed in the platform, or you believed in yourself, or you believed in all of it. But then things happen, right? What are some of these things? Guys, sometimes, again, it's the no. Somebody says no to you. It's the, man, trading is a little bit more challenging than I thought. Or, it's somebody quit, or, whatever it is, you took a bad trade, whatever it is. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to continue believing until what you believe in comes into fruition. That's what faith is that you got to believe in what you don't see. I believed that I was going to be in nonprofit ministry before it happened. I believed I was going to be a full-time entrepreneur before it happened. I believed I was going to be married before I met my wife. I believed, and then it came to pass. The challenge is if you don't believe, then nothing's going to come to fruition. You understand me? Stop going by your circumstance and go by where it is that you want to go. Now, check this out. I'm going to give you guys a shortcut. Steve Max, I don't believe right now. See, a lot of you guys are young, and the challenge of a young team, the hard thing about it is you're going through all kinds of things. You're trying to figure out who you are and this and that. I want you to be focused, because I tell my young people all the time, you got to be focused, and don't be going off doing different things every other day, because there's all kinds of opportunities for you and you go nowhere, and then you wake up and you're 30. Stay focused. That's how Alex Morton became a multimillionaire. Stay focused. This is how Mike Sotero is making 25 grand plus bonuses at 25. That sounds like a good deal to me, right? But let's say you're struggling with belief today. I'm going to give you 2 hacks for that. All right. Number 1, I want you to let us believe in you for you. What do I mean by that? When Wendy says you can do it, when your mentor says you can do it, even if you don't think you can, I want you to believe them. Why? Because we've done it. We've been here. You understand? We can see in you, we can see in the future what you can't see yet because you just got here, because you've only been here a few months. But when Wendy says, I believe in you, you need to believe her. You don't believe in yourself? Let her believe in you for you. Let me believe in you for you. Let Mike Soltero, let your leader believe in you for you, even if you don't believe in yourself. Now, if that's not enough, here's what I want you to do. I want you to believe in the success of the platform and the educators, even if you don't believe in yourself. What do I mean by that? Listen, this company has, on the marketing side, in the top 10 earners in the entire world of marketing, we've got 3 or 4 spots that are IM Academy. That means that people are succeeding here, regardless of what your result currently is, regardless of what your belief level in it is, doesn't matter. People are highly successful to a degree that's greater than most companies in the entire planet. Do you understand that? We are about to promote a Chairman 750 in the first 7 years of business. That's unheard of. The company I was at before, in 40 years of business, only had one person, one time, earn $5 million in a year. 750 in a month? Do the math on that, guys. Right? Do the math. You're probably you're about 11, 12 million or something like that, plus bonuses in a year. In my old company in 40 years, 5 million only happened once. Here you're talking about 10, 12 million, right? Unheard of numbers. And we'll have a chairman 1 million. Understand that. So there's already success here. So even if you don't, maybe you have a hard time believing right now, you're new to all this, understand that you're at the right place. Believe, because people are already having the success that you want, right? Now, on the trading side, but Steve Max, I'm having a hard time with trading. Hey, many of us have. Can I tell you guys something? Look, I'm going to be very honest with you. Very, very direct. I'm very real. I'm very blunt. Okay? I'm big at selling vision, selling faith, selling hope, but I'm also very real. I've had people be very successful in trading in 30 to 90 days. I've also understood that most people's trading breakthroughs happen in the second or third year. Second or third year. But let me give you perspective on trading. A doctor goes to school, a university, for how many years? 4 years, bachelor's. 8 years, master's. 10 years, they become a doctor. A doctor goes to school for 10 years to hopefully make 200 grand, 300 grand. Is it worth learning to trade for 2 or 3 years so that you can make 6 or 7 figures from home? If you think, let me ask, I'm going to ask you, if a doctor takes 10 years, if a lawyer can take 10 years, but it takes you 2 to 3 years to learn to be a master trader and make 6 or 7 figures from home or from anywhere on the planet, if you think it's worth it, drop a 1 in the chat. If you think it's worth it to study this for the next 2 or 3 years so you could be financially free forever. I want to know if you guys are on the same page, okay? Because when you come in here, you can make money fast. I don't want to take that from you. I've had people flip HFX accounts in their first 60 days. I've had people make amazing money in their first 6 to 12 months. I've had it. But if it doesn't happen for you, I still want you to believe, because most of the traders on Go Live, they didn't blow up in their first 12 months. Ask them. Year 2, year 3 is the sweet sauce in trading, where the real traders blow up. So if you haven't been here 3 years yet, I want you to believe in the traders on the platform, because they're making 6 or 7 figures. I just got an email before this call. Chris Terry, I believe it's on Thursday, is going to be on the Mindset channel. The guy's made tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars trading now. He had the vision for this company. Guys, this company is now 200,000 traders in. What that means is we have the biggest and most powerful trading platform in the planet right now. By the way, when you guys are talking to people about this, make sure that they understand that there is no competitor. Oh, but I heard about this course and that course. Nobody has over 12 scanners. Nobody has 150 educators. Nobody has 4 apps that you could download to your phone. It doesn't exist. And if it did, it would cost you $20,000 or $30,000. $235 or $325 is a ridiculous price for this, guys. So I want you to believe. Let's see if we're on the same page. If you've received the information I'm giving today and you are on board with me, I want you to type the words "I believe" in the chat box right now. If we are on the same page together, I just want you to write "I believe," because we need to be on one accord here. I don't want to be talking to myself. I want to really know you guys get this, and I want you to say it to yourself that you believe in this. And so when the insecurities come, you need to look at yourself and say, "I believe." Let me give you a little hack. Yes, I doubt. I fear sometimes. And when I do, like, let's say it's about my volume, my team size, you know, doubt comes in. You know what I say? I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a chairman 10. Whoa. My God, I don't know about this trade. Is the trade going to go good? I don't know if I should close. I don't know. Is my stop loss there? I'm so happy and grateful I'm a 6-figure trader. You understand me? You got to believe beyond your doubt. Believe beyond your faith. Declare it. Believe it. Receive it. And then things start changing over time. Number 2, all right? Yeses build your business, but no's build you. Yeses build your business, but no builds you. Now, there may be somebody here who just wants to trade. I don't know if that could be the case. But this would mean that your wins in trading build your trading account, but your losses build your character. You feel me? Just being real. Your yeses in trading are wins that build your trading account, but your no's build your character. I'm pretty sure there's not a trader here who's lost more than me. I'm pretty sure than that. But I'm pretty sure that because of that, and I'm not just saying this, I'm going to outwin all of you guys. I'm pretty sure nobody's here has had more people quit on their team than me. But that's probably why I have the biggest team so far. You see, you got to get through the losses to get to the wins. You got to get through the no's to get to the yeses. Be grateful for the yeses, but understand that the no's are making you tougher. You know, I was having a conversation the other day because I was actually in another company before. And if you've never done marketing before, multi-level marketing, I'll tell you guys, this is the greatest, best, and simplest system anywhere on the planet when it comes to multi-level marketing. But it's hard, Max. I know it is. It's not always easy, but it's simpler than a lot of other things. Guys, all the people that quit, guys, I would spend hours with people in my old company. They would sign up. They would tell me their life story. They would tell me their why that makes you cry. And we would cry and we would be emotional. And we'd talk about all the things we're about to do. And they'd walk out of my office and they'd call me or text me and say, "I've been thinking, I don't know if this is for me." And then I'd never see them again. And I'd do that over and over and over and over and over. And you know what that does? It builds the strength in your skin. It makes your skin thicker. It makes you not hurt as easy. It makes you tougher. Understand, your yeses are going to build your business, but the no's are going to build you. Your wins are going to build your trading account, but your losses are going to build you. And so, guys, when you get hit with that, you got to be grateful. You know what? I'm going to be okay. See, everybody can quit except you. Somebody stops believing, that's okay, but you can never allow somebody's disbelief to impact your belief. Here's a side note. If you ever struggle with belief, if you ever struggle with anything, period, now don't be a crybaby because there are people that will abuse this and you drain your leader. But if you feel negative or disbelief, talk to Wendy. Message me on Telegram. Message your leader and say, "Hey, I'm struggling." Don't talk to your downline. That's a big no-no. So if you're a leader here, P150, P600, never crap down, always crap up. Always positive to your people, always negative up when you needed somebody to talk to, right? But your no's are going to build you. People tell you no, good. Steve Max, everybody I talked to told me no. Number one, you probably didn't do it right. That's a different training. But number two is, if the people around you don't believe, you know what that means? Either you change the people around you or you change the people around you. If the people around you aren't going to grow with you, that just tells you need some more people around you. You need to be in new circles of influence, especially if you guys are younger. Understand, it's going to take time for you to build a solid business because you have to have a bigger network of new people, of responsible people, people that have had jobs for years, right? If you're coming out of high school and you're 18, 19, 20, 21, your people are probably partying and drinking. It's going to take you to open up to a new circle of influence. But when it happens, it'll happen. And I'm going to talk about that towards the end. Here's another thing, guys. Listen, sometimes when we start in this business, we want to talk to strangers. You know, when somebody tells me, I'm going to do it all online. I'm going to do it all online. I'm going to recruit online. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I went P150 through my warm market. I went P600 through my warm market. If I was really honest with you, I've always built warm. Now, social media has helped me with that. Now, what do I mean by that? Here's a hack. I didn't build this into the training, but here I'm going to give you guys a hack. You know, I'm not going to say stop. DM people, whatever you're doing is cool. But look, listen to this secret trick I'm going to give you. On Facebook and on Instagram, don't just add random people because it's random. You know what you do? Go look at your friends' friends and add people in their warm market. Now their warm market becomes your warm market because they're going to say, oh, damn, Steve knows John. I'll accept that ad. Oh, Steve knows John and Bob and Tanya. So look for people you have friends in common with on Facebook. On Instagram, go follow people that are following each other. Don't just follow randoms. Follow people that you have people in common with. That builds your warm market. Then when you're posting on your stories, then when you're posting on your wall and people start seeing you're doing something, it creates curiosity and people are attracted to you. But build warm. Guys, listen, if you're not P150, it's very simple. Who are 3 people that you would want to build this business with? And just focus on that. You're P150? Okay, go P150 again. Go find 3 more, but now find out if any of those 3 want to build this thing out or at least get a 2 and free subscription. Listen, if you're here and you're like, man, I don't know if I want to market this, that's okay. You know what, guys? We don't want to pressure anybody to market, but it's in your best interest to go get your 2 and free subscription. Here's why. 1, you're going to save money. Now you can put that money in a trading account. 2, it's funner when you do this with people than when you do this alone. 3, I don't want anybody here who really wants to learn this to ever run into an issue where they can't afford their subscription. All right? So go out, man. Talk to people you know. Don't be afraid of the oh, they didn't want to do it. So what? So what? Guys, at the top of one of my legs that has 100 people is a family member that quit. Just how it is. On the top of another leg with 100 people is a bunch of random people that could have had success and quit, right? And in the middle leg, close to 200 people, there's a bunch of friends and family in there that could have had all of that volume and they quit too. Does that mean that I suck? No. Does it mean that my business is no good? No. It means they didn't have vision. So don't worry about who's not going to come. Focus on finding those that capture the vision. And they'll say, guys, Greg, who's about to be a Platinum 2000, he's flying down here to Miami. His life is completely changed because of this business. Not just financially, just as a person. So find those people, find your roll dogs and run with them. Don't be afraid of talking to people that are in your warm market. Launch in your warm market and then build long-term in the cold market, on social media, on digital stuff, on the go. When you talk to people on the street about trading or your Uber driver, Uber Eats, whatever, right? You can do that. But if there's people around you that you haven't spoken to, be okay with opening up. Here's what I'll say, and I'll end this part. If you're not talking to people that are close to you, it's only because of 2 things, maybe 3. 1, you don't have a really strong belief here yet. And you need to get that. You have to get that. I can't give that to you. You need to have a strong ride or die like Wendy has, like I have, in order to not be ashamed of talking to people that love you, right? You have to really believe in this. So if you're not talking to people that know you, maybe your belief level isn't strong enough. That's okay. Let's get it there, right? Number two, you don't have a strong enough belief in yourself, and you're afraid, and you're timid, and you're shy. Listen, this business is going to grow you into the person that you need to become. At every level in this business, at every level at trading, you will have to overcome yourself. You understand that? You know why trading's hard? Here's another secret. Trading is hard because you're facing yourself. You're not facing the market. You understand that? The market doesn't care. It doesn't even know you exist. You're fighting yourself. You know, when you're in a trade, it goes bad, but then it goes good, and you wonder why you lost. You're fighting yourself. But Steve Max, it was the numbers. No, it wasn't. You closed too early. Your stop loss was too tight. Your stop loss was too wide. We're fighting ourselves here. And so this business is going to create in you the champion that you already are. It's going to make you discover who you are. When you go through struggles, when you go through battles, when it takes longer than you expected, when you feel like giving up, you're becoming the person that you're supposed to be. Don't hate that. Understand that that's what's happening, and let that build your character, right? So when things go good, man, it's building your pockets and your business. But when things go bad, it's building you. If you guys are with me, I want you to drop "I'm a champion" in the chat box right now. I'm a champion. I want you to believe that right now with me. I'm a champion. You're willing to go to war. You're willing to fight for what you believe in. You're not going to give up until you're done. You're gonna keep going until you're proud of who you've become and what you've accomplished and the people that you're impacting. And shout out to all of you guys, because we had 30 people when we started, and now we have 32. You guys are locked in. Now we're going to start wrapping this up. I got two more things we're going to talk about. All right. Number 3 is be the leader you want to attract. Be the leader you want to attract. Here's a sobering truth. This is not Wendy's business. This is not my business. It's not Michael Charles' business. This is your business. That's right. Each of you, it's your business. And I want you to picture this. If everybody in your business did what you did today, how would the success of your organization be? How big would it be? Right? Think about that. Did you go on Go Live today? Did you look at the charts today? Did you talk to somebody today? Did you invite to the opportunity call today? Did you book a 3-way call with a mentor that can help you get somebody started today? Right? If your whole organization did what you did, where would it be at today? Right? Also, if your organization reflected you, would you be proud of that? Right? Are you becoming the leader that you want to attract is my point. Okay? Because if you're not, it's time to work on yourself a little bit more. You know, listen, none of us are perfect, you know, but are you really working this as hard as you're saying you are? Guys, 30 days comes and goes so fast, right? How many of you guys like, man, 2020 is going to be the year. We're 5 months in. Every day, ask yourself, how much time did you put into your business? How much time did you spend on growing yourself? How much time did you actually spend reaching out to new people, right? If your business did what you did today, where would it be, right? Become the leader that you want to attract. Be a person that's constantly learning. Be a person that's constantly developing themselves, all right? Be a person that's a self-starter. You don't need Wendy to go tell you to promote. You don't need Wendy to go tell you to prospect, right? You don't need Wendy to go tell you to get on Go Live and trade. You need to be doing that on your own. When you pay your subscription, that's your investment in money, but now you got to put your investment in time, right? You got to go out there and do something with it. Here's another one. Be on top of your products. Listen, if I've ever had a challenge, and I'll be honest, 2 years ago, I was broke as hell. There was times I didn't pay for my house, but I paid for my products. And there was a few times that I was going to have a hard time paying for my products. You know what I did? I messaged Mike Soltero. He'll tell you, hey, Mike, I'm going through a little bit of an issue. I may not be able to pay for a week. Nobody has ever asked me if my products were on. You are in charge of that. You need to hold yourself accountable to it. By the way, here's the next level of leader. You hold yourself accountable to your leader, even if they don't ask you. Wendy, I just want to be real with you. I haven't spoken to somebody in 2 days about the business, and but I'm gonna get to it. And she's gonna say, all right, don't worry about it. Let's run it. Let's run it up. You're good. Keep yourself accountable to your leader. Your leader doesn't have to ask you what you're doing. You should come to them and be like, yo, this is what I'm doing. I'm lacking here. Boom, boom, boom. And you guys grind it out. But a leader stays on top of their products. And guys, I'm just, listen, I don't make any money on this organization. But I'm here and I'm just speaking from the heart because I want to see you guys succeed. And I'm just saying whatever I feel you guys may be needing, right? Be on top of your products. Don't be one of these people sneaking around. You don't pay products, but you get on calls and this and that. Listen, if you go through a hard time, here's something I've never done. If somebody financially goes through something, and Wendy did not tell me to talk about this. If one of my people go through a tough time and they can't afford their products, I've never been the type to ignore people, kick people out because they're going through a financial situation. But you better not be in my squad and have the money and not buy products because we're building an empire together here, right? This is not, Girl Scout cookies. We're building something together. Everybody's got to invest because we're going to get this done together. This is tough talk, but maybe this is what you need. I don't know, but it's coming from my spirit. If you guys are with me, drop a 1 in the chat right now, right? As leaders, we got to be accountable to ourselves. We're doing this together. Your leader should never have to come to you and say, what are you doing? What are you not doing? Why aren't your products on? But you're collecting an IBO check. No, 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 no. We're doing this together as a team. This is not guys, when Wendy's a Platinum 5000, when Wendy is a Chairman 10, it's not Wendy, it's the organization. How proud will you be when you say, yo, I remember when we were running and we were a Platinum 1000 organization, but now we're a Platinum 2000 organization, but now we're a Platinum 5000 organization, but now we're a Chairman 10 organization. How loud are you going to scream at convention? How loud are you going to scream at the next event when quarantine is over? This is a team effort. We win together, we lose together, we rejoice together, we cry together. That's the type of attitude you guys need to have. That is the type of leader that you want to be. Don't listen to this. Don't expect from people that follow you to do what you won't do for the people you follow. If you don't respect Miss Wendy Rodriguez's authority and leadership, don't you ever think that somebody's going to respect yours. Because the same energy you put out is the same energy that you'll receive. All right, check this out. We're going to end with this. This is what I've realized. I know some of you guys are on fire and some of you guys like, yo, I don't know if he's talking to me. I'm not talking to nobody. I don't really know, not even anybody on this call, maybe 3 of you guys. I don't know, but I want to be real because I want to see you guys succeed as an organization, right? I'm talking to you like if I was talking to my team when I was Platinum 1, going Platinum 2. That's what I'm doing right now, right? Listen to this. Success happens when it's supposed to. Success happens when it's supposed to. This can free you, but it also sucks. What do I mean by that? To a certain extent, it depends on you. To a larger extent, it depends on God and the situation in the world and the universe and whatever you believe in. I believe in God. Success happens when it's supposed to. But here is the formula to success. If you're ready for the formula of success, this is where we're going to end. I want you to drop a 444 in the chat if you're ready for the formula for success. Who's ready for it? Here we go. This is this formula for success. Self-development, okay? What you study, being on calls like this, being on Go Live, reading books, right? Listening to audios, listening to trainings, self-development, developing your mindset, developing yourself as a person, right? Self-development times action. Who you spoke to, how much charting you did, how much back testing you did, how many people you had on the op call, how many three-way calls you did with a leader, right? Self-development times action. Now, here's what happens a lot. There are some people, depending on the type of person you are, we're all wired differently. You're going to focus a whole lot on self-development. You're going to be like, Wendy, but I've been on Go Live 17 hours, right? Wendy, I've been on every call you've given me. Wendy, I'm on every leadership training you've ever done, but you're lacking action. And then there's some people, right? I could fall into this category. Maybe even, all your action-oriented, hyped up people can all action. We'll run right through a damn wall before we realize the wall's there, right? But the problem with that is action, 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 but you're not growing as a person. And your leadership lid won't help you go to the next level. It's self-development times action. Listen to this. Times patience. Times patience. And really, I used to say times time, but it sounds weird. So we're going to change the word, times patience. Self-development times action times patience, which is really the factor of time. We don't know when it's going to happen, equals success. See, if you're self-developing and you're taking consistent action, if you're patient, success will happen. When? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Wendy doesn't know. None of us know. But if you self-develop and you take consistent action and you're patient, means you're allowing time factor to take its course, boom. See, there are people that would have said, but why is it that Chairman Mike Sotero was a chairman 2 years? What's wrong with him? Nothing's wrong with him. His team was developing. Time was doing its work. Self-development was happening. Action was bringing the right leaders. Chairman 25. Done. Steve Max, but why Steve Max? He's been a Platinum 2000 for a year, and what's going on? And is he growing? Is he not growing? Is he? Then the team's coming together. The team's coming together. The actions are happening, and Platinum 5 going Chairman 10. I don't know why. Time. We cannot skip time. And especially when you're young, a lot of you guys are young. You're like, yo, I want to win now. Yo, I want to be a chairman now. Dude, you're not Platinum 5. You're not Platinum 6. You're not Platinum 150. But you want chairman today. Wait your time. But take action. I'm not talking about just waiting around, getting on calls and not doing anything. No. Develop yourself every day. Listen to audios, read books, do what you got to do. Okay? Take action, talk to people, invite, get on three-way calls, prospect, post, take your trades, trade on demo if you're losing, do what you got to do. But if you self-develop and you're taking action, let time do its work. Have patience. And my friends, you know what that's going to equal? That's going to equal success. That's why this team is going Platinum 2. That's why this team's going Chairman 10. That's why you're going Chairman 10. Drop a 777 in the chat if you're ready to go to the next level. I hope you guys received value from this. I gave you guys the best of me. I hope that this impacted you. Don't take anything to heart. Everything I've said is to see you win, to see you succeed, to see you grow. Value Wendy's leadership. Value your mentor's leadership because you have everything you need here to become successful. Let's go.